This is Redview Update, and today we're diving straight into one of the most emotionally charged moments of Liverpool's season so far, because what we witnessed at Anfield against Brighton was not just a substitution, it was a statement, it was a response, and it was a reminder of exactly who Mohamed Salah is and what he still means to this football club. When Mo Salah came on for Joe Gomez just 25 minutes into that 2-0 win, this wasn't a routine tactical tweak. This was Salah stepping back onto the pitch for the first time since a week of noise, speculation, overreaction, and frankly disrespect that followed his very public moment of frustration. Some voices outside this club were already writing the ending, questioning his commitment, questioning his legs, questioning whether Anfield had already seen him for the last time, and yet the response inside the stadium told a completely different story. Anfield rose. The reception was loud, defiant, and full of love. Liverpool fans made it clear immediately, this is still our player. And then Salah backed it up with his football. From his first few touches, you could feel the tempo change. He didn't hide, he didn't coast, he didn't jog through the game. He demanded the ball, he ran at defenders, he pressed, he created chaos. Micah Richards, speaking after the match, said something that matters more than any hot take floating around online. Salah looks sharp. Not nostalgic sharp, not reputation sharp, but genuinely sharp. Richards pointed out that the real question wasn't just goals, it was whether Salah still had that electric pace, that burst that scares defenders, and the answer was clear. He does. He absolutely does. Yes, this season hasn't been vintage Salah numbers. 5 goals so far is nowhere near the standards he himself has set over the years, and nobody is denying that. But football is not always a straight line. Even the greatest go through spells, moments where confidence, rhythm, and finishing don't quite align. What matters is how a player responds, and against Brighton, Salah responded like a leader. Almost immediately after coming on, he drove at the defense and created a huge chance for Alexis McAllister. Moments later, it was his corner that led to Hugo Ekitike doubling Liverpool's lead. That's impact, that's influence, that's making the team better, even without finding the net yourself. Were there blemishes? Of course. He missed a big chance when Federico Chiesa set him up, and there was an overhit pass when Andy Robertson was breaking forward. But those moments don't erase the bigger picture. If anything, they underline it. Salah was involved. He was trying things. He was putting himself in positions to decide the game. This wasn't a player going through the motions. This was a player fully engaged, emotionally and physically, showing that the fire still burns. And let's be honest here. Liverpool has been through enough seasons to know the difference between a legend in decline and a legend adjusting to new circumstances. Salah is 33, yes, but what we saw against Brighton was not a player living off past glory. It was a reminder that class doesn't disappear overnight. His movement, his intelligence, his ability to change a match even when not at his absolute peak, all of that is still there. That's why Micah Richards was so clear in his assessment. Salah makes your team better. End of story. There's also something bigger at play here, something that says a lot about this Liverpool squad right now. The unity, the response, back-to-back wins, players fighting for each other, the crowd backing their stars instead of turning on them. In a season where narratives can spiral out of control in seconds, Liverpool showed calm, togetherness, and belief. That matters going forward. Especially with Salah now set to leave temporarily for the Africa Cup of Nations. Yes, it's frustrating that just as he looks sharp and hungry, we won't see him again for a few weeks, but he leaves on a high, and he leaves knowing exactly where he stands with the fans and the dressing room. And when he comes back, Liverpool will need him. Whether it's in the title race, the Champions League push, or the grind of domestic competitions, a sharp, motivated Mohamed Salah is still one of the most dangerous weapons in world football. What Saturday proved is that writing him off is foolish. Doubting his commitment to this club is even foolisher. The story of this season is still being written, and Salah is very much part of it. So now I want to hear from you. What did you make of Salah's performance against Brighton? Did that cameo change how you feel about his season and his future at Liverpool? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash the like button if you back Mo Salah in this team, and make sure you subscribe to Review Update for all the latest Liverpool news, reactions, and analysis. This club moves forward together and always will.